curious to see what that looks like.
Well, they're never going back to him again. He won't start another game for the Jets.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, he's
I think
gonna be
Salah was
traded
like
to somebody.
his career as a Jet's not over. We just got to get him a reset. But then Mike White goes out and shows you, how the hell would we start Zack Wilson again? I think Zack Wilson has shown you enough on the field and off the field that he's never going to lead your franchise. So why continue to go?
Boy, it's bad.
You know what I mean?
I mean, unskilled. Not even raw talent.
Yeah. I think it's just a waste of time.
Zack Wilson could be, if Stafford retires, Zack Wilson could be your new Los Angeles Rams quarterback.
God, why?
Well, you're going to keep starting Bryce Perkins? Did you see that experiment?
Why don't you just draft a quarterback?
Well, actually, the Rams, not to get off topic, but if you're the Rams, you got to draft. Oh, wait, they don't have draft picks. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, they've kind of burned all their picks, haven't they?
Yeah. So whoever has the Rams,
well, maybe they
pick
can go
is
out and
gonna
get.
be pretty.
Yeah, maybe they'll go pay Russell Wilson. Seems like half the Broncos want him gone, so might as well.
That situation.
Broncos country, let's ride.
In all actuality,
man, that
there you go.
situation get worse by the day.
Look, there's another good switch, right? We talked about Collar for Russell Wilson straight up. What about Russell Wilson for Zack Wilson?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Then we won't have that Broncos country let's ride thing anymore.
Yeah. We'll have
kind of growing on me.
Jets country. Let's take off.
I mean, yeah. But why would you want Zack Wilson? I mean, why would you want Russell Wilson? So that's
well, if you're the Broncos, you want out of that contract. Because think about it.
You're begging people.
The Broncos, they're screwed. Does Seattle have their pick?
I think
or did
so.
the Broncos keep their first rounder?
Ooh, let me look. Hold on.
Because if Denver still has their first round pick, I mean, it would be absurd if they don't draft a quarterback because they're going to have a top 5 pick. So if they could
give
dump
the first, or did they give them? Yeah, 2 first round picks. They
to
did.
Who?
2 first rounds and 2 second rounds.
This year's?
Yeah, the 2022 and 2023 first round and the 2022 second round and 2023 second. Oh God, the Broncos are in some deep shit. Broncos country, we're screwed.
Yeah, look, they got to get out of that contract. They don't have a choice. Look, the 2 teams that are going to make out like bandits.
Maybe there's a performance clause.
Are the Seattle Seahawks, right? Right now, the Lions hold the Rams pick. So the Lions the way it stands right now, the Lions would have the 3rd pick and the 13th pick. The Texans would have the number 1 pick, the number 10 pick because they get Cleveland's pick. Now, Denver does get the 25th pick from San Francisco as it lays right now. So Seattle right now is sitting with the 4th pick from Denver and their own pick, the 16th. God, Philly's got the 6th pick from New Orleans. New Orleans is another one who's hosed. I mean, if you can trade Russell Wilson, you gotta. If you can get out of that deal,
take him with that contract.
What do you mean?
Who's gonna take him?
You're saying the Jets
I think there's
wouldn't take
plenty
him?
of teams that would take him.
I mean, AJ, would you take him in Tennessee
right now?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee.
He just needs to be plugged into the right offense,
yeah,
the right
look,
system.
I agree, AJ. You
Actually,
hit the nail on the head.
Tennessee may not be a bad spot for him with Henry.
Look, Tennessee.
I'm not saying we want him. I mean, necessarily. I'm just saying that there's plenty of teams that obviously hasn't worked in Denver. It could work somewhere else. It just needs to be the right fit.
There is no way Russell Wilson, as good as he's been, just drops off the side of a cliff like that. Now, has he played well? No, but scheme, environment, all that. But yeah, I mean, Tennessee would be a good fit. Just like with Aaron Rodgers, the Colts would be a good fit. You're saying the Jets or the Giants wouldn't take him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, Russell Wilson is probably wishing he went to Washington now. I mean, I would still take him if I was Washington. I mean, because again, Heineke's a nice story, but he's a 1-win playoff game max kind of dude. That's just, I mean, that's what he is. We don't know what's going to happen with Derek Carr in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah, that's an interesting one to keep an eye on with Carr.
That's an interesting one, So, I mean, there's options and there's teams out there, him and the Kyler Murray swap. New Orleans, they don't have that first round pick. New Orleans could use Russell Wilson. So, I mean, there's plenty. I think AJ hit the nail on the head. There's plenty of options out there in teams that would be chomping at the bit to get Russell Wilson. The Rams. Yeah. I mean, look at the Rams.
Yeah, Rams need something.
Because I think
Stafford's done?
retires. Yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah.
And I think he should be done. His wife's got health
Man, I would have left
complications.
after last year.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing, right? Some people just don't know when to walk away. Peyton Manning, John Elway,
Yeah, Tom Brady.
they knew when to walk away. Okay. Look at Brady's numbers. All right. So,
I had to. I couldn't pass up an opportunity. Come on.